Chapters 7, 8, and 9 of the book The Structure of Scientific Revolutions by Kuhn are significant to me because they made me realize I have always taken science for granted. At school, throughout the science course, I must have learned over 80 scientific theories altogether. To name a few, the periodic table, the carbon cycle theory, cell theory, genetics and Mendelian inheritance, and many more. However, after reading this book, I realized that all along I had made a mistake. I never stopped and asked questions like, how are these theories achieved, and are they definitive, or is there a chance that maybe they need to be modified? From the reading, I understood that all of the theories I learned at school were achieved through several repetitions of the following cycle. First, there was a paradigm that was found to be incorrect since it could not solve certain problems. Secondly, a scientific crisis was caused, forcing researchers of the time to recognize the need for a paradigm shift. Thirdly and finally, a new paradigm was created as a response to the crisis, causing a scientific revolution. As I said, this cycle must have been repeated several times to achieve the theories that are taught in school. However, one should notice that once you are taught the theory, that cycle that leads to it can keep going. Eventually, the theory you were taught can become completely obsolete at one point in the future. This book made me realize that scientific theories are ever changing, and hopefully with time they come closer to explaining the actual way in which the things they try to study work. It's like when you're trying to estimate the mean of a population through samplings. The mean obtained from the sample is not always the one of the population, but sometimes it is. Nowadays, I believe that scientific theories are closer to achieving the truth than they were in the past, but there is still a long way to go. These scientific theories still have to go through many cycles of paradigm shifts and eventually more scientific revolutions. I really enjoyed reading this book because it made me realize that you cannot blindly believe in science. Even if you're not a researcher trying to find the paradigm that starts the next scientific revolution, you should understand the cycle behind the generation of science because science shapes the way one perceives and understands the world. And it's good to be aware that such perspective can be potentially wrong and filled with anomalies that are yet to be discovered.